Greetings, Cyberdogs. This is RENDOG coming at you from in front of Grand Molehole Station in this Let's Play Minecraft Survival series. And in the previous episodes, we were building this giant station over here, guys. And can you believe it? We are basically finished. As you can see, I've been doing a ton of work to improve the outside of the station and to improve the tracks of the station that are going to be running to all the different places in our freaking world. And it is looking freaking sweet. Damn. And guys, I've also started production of the railways that are going to go to the other parts of our world. So in this episode, I'm going to show you what we have done on the railway front, and then we are going to start work on the mob trap. We're going to try and make the mob trap a better mob trap, and we're going to make it automated using pistons and arrow dispensers. You guys have given me the most amazing hints and tips on how to make a mob trap with dispensers using arrows to kill the mobs, because you get the XP. And as you can see, I've done a lot of work here cleaning up the mob trap, and I've put it on peaceful for now because we're going to be working with the butthole soon. But the idea is that the mobs are going to fall here, land, and then there will be dispensers over here that will shoot arrows into their asses, literally at ass level. And then there will also be pistons here that I will be able to drop at the flick of a switch that will flood water into the chamber, pushing the items down there into that chamber, and I will then be able to collect the items by going into this level over here, guys. So we have got a lot to freaking do in this episode, but man, it is going to be freaking sweet. And I have been doing a little bit of work here. As you can see, I'm missing a couple blocks here because I was testing out some pistons and stuff to prepare for this episode. So excuse the place if there are a couple things missing, but trust me, I'll put them back again. We've also added a chandelier to the station, a huge awesome bit of advice from many of you Cyberdogs who commented on the station. And also I've switched that block over there that was the wrong way around. Guys, you have amazing freaking eyes. I don't know how you spotted that jazz, but you did, and now it is fixed and the station is looking magical, guys. Now, before we get working on the mob trap, I want to take you on a little spin. We are going to be using this rail track over here, and I want to show you some epicness that I've done. Are you guys ready for a freaking ride? Are you ready for a freaking ride? Okay, let's do this, baby. Now, this track in particular is going to go to the outpost. Here we go, around the corner. Now we're going to go down the bend, underneath the mole hole. Here's the old adventure shaft, you can see. And we're going to be coming all the way up here again, and then this is going to carry on all the way to the lakeside villa. Man, how sweet is that, guys? Look at this. I've made a tunnel underneath the mole hole. I think it looks absolutely freaking amazing. And now if we take this one back again, this one would be coming from the outpost, obviously. And as you can see, we've got powered rails going now. I don't know if I can actually get up this hill. I don't think I have enough gas to get up. Oh, I got enough gas. Sweet. Well, just enough gas. So we need to add a little bit more gas to these rail tracks here. Still a little bit of work to be done on the railway front, and I'm pretty sure we can't get up here. Let's see. Oh, God, no. We just missed it, man. But whew, I'm so freaking happy with how this has turned out. I've been doing a lot of work, as you can see, preparing these tunnels, and I didn't... Hey, come back here, minecart, you freaking butthole. And as you can see, it is looking freaking sweet. In the beginning, it was actually just a tunnel, but I decided to make it look a little bit better, as you can see, using cobblestone and wooden beams. So it is looking awesome. Oh, God, I'm so happy with the rail, guys. I'm so proud of this system. And oh, and I also need to show you some more stuff, guys. Man, we have a lot to do in this episode. Right, so I've also been plotting a course, which is going to be this rail track. This rail track is going to take us along here. Then there's going to be a proper bridge, and as you can see, there's already a second tunnel that I've built over here. And this just goes through the side of this mountain, and then this continues all the way down a hill like this, and it goes all the way down there. And if you go that way, it goes all the way to the NPC village. I've already dug the tunnel through all the mountains and everything, and that goes all the way to the tunnel. And we're going to be going to the NPC village via that track in future episodes, guys. But for now, I want to get cracking on the mob spawner before we start venturing too far away from the mole hole. Let's try finish off a few things in the freaking mole hole. Man, and guys, while we're getting to the mob spawn, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's been helping me out over the last couple of episodes. I've been having a bit of trouble with my sound since 1.3, and a lot of you guys have helped me out. I've now reduced particles to minimal, and that actually reduces the sound of rain. And rain is the ultimate butthole when it comes to Let's Play Minecraft, because it messes with your freaking sound, and it makes it impossible to hear the talker. So thank you guys for all of your hints and tips, and we are ready to freaking get crafting, baby. Alright, so what I need to do is make 4 pistons and 4 dispensers, and I've got the 4 bows for the dispensers. In fact, I'm not going to use my enchanted bow. I'm going to use 4 bows, and I'm going to show you guys now how to make pistons. And if you guys, I know there's tons of you who have never used pistons or made pistons or anything, and I didn't either until this series, and I've been experimenting a bit, and I think I know what I'm doing now. So let's get it on, right? So we are making a piston, and it looks a little something like that. You got to have the walls of the piston, then you got to have the platform that's going to push up. Then you need a little bit of a, this is like the pole, and then you just need a bit of redstone to power it all, and there is a piston. So we're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4 pistons. Bam! Nice. The first piston to be built in this series. Excellent. And now, guys, we also need to make the dispenser. Now, if I remember correctly, it looks a little something like this. It's totally covered, but there's a bow in the middle, and there we go. Look at that, man. Dispenser. And the dispenser is going to shoot the arrows into the buttholes. Oh man, they can't be broken bows. They have to be perfect bows. Well, that's not cool. But we've got 2 dispensers, so we'll be able to make a couple more bows quite easily. In fact, we've got quite a lot of string here. So let's get busy getting busy, making some bows. And bows look a little something like this, right? Oh yeah, and we need 2 of those bad boys. So get in my belly, bows. And, man, say that 10 times fast. Get in my belly, bows. Get in my belly, bows. Get in my belly, bows. It starts to sound very, very creepy after a while. Okay, so we need 2 more dispensers. And there we go. No, oh wait, these aren't the new bows. There we go. 1 and dos. Sweet. Now, guys, now I'm gonna be able to show you exactly what I'm planning. I know a lot of you thinking, oh, what the freaking hell is this butthole doing? Well, let me show you. So the dispensers are going to go over here. Oh, no, these are the pistons. Man, look at my pickaxe, how amazing it is. Just smashes through everything. I actually can't control it. It's so good. Right, so dispenser action. The dispensers are going to go over here. Man, the dispensers look awesome. An arrow is going to come out of his mouth into the butthole of the mobs. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better mob trap than that. Okay, so the dispensers are here, right? Now, the mobs are going to fall here and land, and then pressing a button on the other side of that glass, the dispensers will shoot an arrow, and because it's covering all 4 things, wherever a mob is going to stand, he's going to get his ass arrowed. And he's not only going to be taking arrows to the knee, he's going to be taking arrows to the ass. And that is how we like it. You know what I'm saying? Now what we're going to do here is build 4 pistons over here that are going to hold a block up to block off water. And when I press a button, the pistons will come down, and the water will then flow and flush all the items in here down there. So a very simple concept. I have no idea if it's going to work or not, but I'm pretty positive it's going to work. The theory is sound. So let's just sort this out now. Let's get these pistons going. Now the trickiest part of this whole thing is the redstone wiring. That is by far the trickiest part of it all. So we're going to see if we can actually get it right. It's pretty hard. But we're going to give it our best shot. So there, our pistons are freaking ready. Now, behind the pistons are going to be the water, right? So the water is going to be up in here. Actually, the water's going to be, oh man, it's so complicated. The water's actually going to be up here, right? Because these pistons are going to go up a level. All right, so I think the first thing we need to do is get everything working. Let's get the wiring done, and then once the wiring is done, we can then, man, we've trapped ourselves. Okay, sorry dispenser, you're gonna have to bite the dust while we sort ourselves out. So let's just get the wiring done. Where are my spades? Where are my freaking spades? I need some spades. Give me some spades. Alright. Just one spade will do. So, guys, let us get the wiring sorted out in this mob trap. It is going to be sweet, guys. Seriously, I can't wait to get this done. Now, whew, it's complicated business, and I know a lot of you guys are like red wire freaks, and you know you know exactly how red wire should work. So, if we do noob out, please excuse the noobness. So what we need to happen is for the red wire to come like this, and then it needs to come up and out of here, and then it needs to run up here, and it needs to run behind the pistons, so that we can give power to all of the pistons, right? So let us get the red wire going. So the red wire is going to come up here. Then you see the trick is with the water. The water actually breaks red wire, so you got to try and make sure that that your water isn't going to be touching the red wire, which is going to be the tricky part, right? So actually, in fact, we're going to have to do a lot of redesigning of this floor of the mole hole, just because we need to accommodate, you know, this new mob trap design. So we're going to have to do a lot of redesigning, which is cool. I don't mind redesigning, and you know, maybe we can try do something. This is going to be sticking out like a big ass, so we're going to have to try and make that look a little bit better also. So anyway, this is going to be running like this, right? And then it's gonna jump up here, and then it's going to run behind the pistons, right? Now the theory is that is going to be enough power to power these freaking pistons. So let's go check it out. What we need to do is make a lever. So we do that with, I believe, a cobblestone slab and a stick. Let's check it out. That makes sense. No? Maybe just a normal piece of cobblestone. There we go. So we've got our lever. Now, the lever is going to go on a block above. Where's our cobblestone? There we go. The lever is going to go on a block above the redstone over here, right? So when we pull this lever, bam, there goes the redstone. But as we can see, that doesn't seem to be enough power to actually power these pistons. You can actually see the power is running out. So what happens if we take this out? Okay, so that's enough power to do one of the pistons, right? So what we need to do is use repeaters. And now what repeaters do is they amplify your power source. So what we need to do is make some red wire, some redstone torches, right? So let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 redstone torches, and now we need to make repeaters. And I believe you make repeaters by, is it like, I think it's like this. No. Like this? Or, oh, I think you actually have to use stone for repeaters. So let's go get a little bit of stone, because we need to use stone for repeaters, I believe. Now, yes, that's right. I remember the recipe now. Do we have any stone up in this business? No, we don't. Goddamn butthole. All right, so we're gonna have to smelt down a bit of stone. We need 3 stone to make the platform of the repeater. So we're gonna have to smelt down quite a lot of stone, actually. We should have some gas in here somewhere. Any gas? No gas. Oh man, let me tell you, when you need them materials, they're just not there. Ah, the life of a Minecrafter. Alright, so we've got some fuels up here, so let's just quickly put together a furnace. Kablam. And we've got some, yep, we can actually burn I think we can actually burn saplings. Let's check. Can we burn saplings? Yeah, sweet. Burn, you bastards, burn. Okay, so, right, so we've got enough power. Now, you can see exactly what I'm trying to do here, right? When I flick that switch, the piston is going to come down, and the water behind it is going to flow out into here and flush all the items to the back there. So that is the theory. Whether it's going to work or not is another question. Of course, we're going to be doing the same thing for the dispensers. We're going to have a button here, a button that only sends a single shot of power, and that'll just shoot the dispensers once, right? We don't want to waste arrows, basically. And once these are done, once the wiring is done, right, we need to add slabbage to protect the redstone from the water that's going to be flowing down. So we're going to be doing it like that to protect the redstone wiring. So how many... Oh man, we need way more fuel than that. Burn, you bastard! Right, so we're going to cook some wood. Right, so I don't know how much power we're going to need to actually power the four pistons, but I'm guessing it's going to be quite a lot. So I think what we'll do is make like 4 repeaters. So that's enough stone for one. So let's quickly put together our repeater, right? And I believe it's like this and like this. There we go. There's a redstone repeater. And I think what we're going to do is put the redstone repeater over here. Just where the signal starts to drop a bit. Man, maybe some of you redstone pros out there can help me out. I'm sure you're thinking to yourself, what the hell is this butthole doing, man? There we go. All right, so that now you can see the power is much stronger than it was before. So if we take this around to the second one, is that going to work? No. So I think what we'll do is see if we can, if we put a couple of repeaters behind there, maybe that will trigger them. All right, so we've got 6 more stone, so we can make 2 more repeaters and some redstone. Man, it feels good to be working with redstone. I've never actually done it before, and it's actually really fun. It's a whole new dimension to this game that I never thought existed. Okay, so check it out, right? If we put a repeater here, why can't we put it there? All right, and if we made it the redstone go like this, and then put in the repeater, repeater on. No? Repeater on. Okay, so that doesn't seem to quite be working. Maybe if we get rid of this one. I think we definitely need one here, right? Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, we need a repeater here. Let's just make sure we don't burn away all of our wood. Yeah, that should be enough. Alright, so these actually aren't even firing. They don't even have enough power to fire, so I'm not entirely sure what we can do here, guys, but I tell you what, I'm going to stop recording now and I'm going to try work out the repeater pattern of this build, and we will be back in 1 freaking second. Alright guys, we are back, and as you can see, I have managed to make all the pistons fire, and let me show you how. Man, it has been crazy, but I've worked it out. So, you've got your redstone wire that runs out here. It's going to go underneath the platform so that water won't damage the redstone. It's going to come up here, around here. We're going to have to rework this whole section over here. Then it needs a repeater to increase the flow of the signal. Then it's going to come up here and around, and it needs to go behind the pistons, and it needs 2 repeaters to power the ones in the middle, and then it needs to go all the way around to this side. Now, the question that I still have is the water going to flush away the pistons on the side? I mean the redstone on the side. That is the question, because the most we can do is put one slab above the redstone. In fact, we can't even put any slab above the redstone, which sucks. And I don't know if we can actually use more repeaters like for each piston. So I'm going to be trying that. I'm going to see if we can use a repeater for each piston to make the pistons go up. So, man, it has been crazy, man. Let me tell you, making these redstone circuits is really hard work. I don't think that I understand the mechanics well enough to be able to just make these things willy-nilly. I think the mechanics are actually quite complicated. And as you can see, the problem is that when you put a repeater here, it won't do it because... hang on, let's see if we can do it. Let's just get rid of that block over there. You see, the thing is, I don't think it's working because this redstone is running really close here. So what I'm going to try and do is break this block over here. And guys, don't worry, I'm going to clean up everything once I get the circuit working. I just want to try and, you know, get the circuitry done. Right, so that's going to come in like that, right? Now, if we add another repeater, I think the direction that you face is also important. So you want the signal... Oh, brilliant! That is awesome. So we actually don't need to worry about these things. So I think the direction that you face is the direction that the signal is going to go from the repeater. So it's important to remember that, guys, when you're doing this. There we go. Fantastic. We made it work. Oh, that is excellent, excellent news. And I think we don't even need to go this far out. We could actually just hop up here. There's no real need to go all the way up here like this. So I also, man, it feels like it's a little bit buggy, actually, the whole circuitry system. I don't know, maybe it is, or maybe I'm just a retard. Okay, there we go. So the circuitry is working absolutely brilliantly. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So what we need to do now is waterproof this business over here. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to add some slabbage. Well, we could actually just do this, right? And then we don't have to make any slabbage at all. Okay, you know what, man? It's all starting to make sense to me now. The more that I work with this whole system, the more that it starts to make sense. There we go. So the pistons are up. Let us get some slabbage down. In fact, we don't even need slabbage at this point, but we're going to do it anyway. There we go. So now our redstone wiring is 100% protected. And if we do this, pistons up, pistons down, or other way around. Perfect. Absolutely freaking perfect. And I wish I could actually see more. So maybe what we'll do is, because as I understand it, mobs can't see you through glass. Also, I've been told by you lovely guys, you lovely cyber dogs out there. So if we turned all of this jazz into glass, maybe we would get a better view of the whole system. So let's get some glassage going on up in this business. Okay, awesome. That looks great, man. That looks absolutely great. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so bam, 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 bam. Oh, that is brilliant, brilliant news. Oh, man, that is sweet. So we're going to actually have to build all the way out here. To cover up all of the circuitry. We're going to have to go all the way around the circuitry, in fact, to cover it up. So, man, we have a lot of work to do to clean up this whole system. And what we need to do now is also build a layer above the repeaters to protect them, and then the water is going to go up here. I do believe. Man, I really, really hope this works. Okay, so they're the blocks that the pistons are going to move. This is the water chamber over here, right? This is where the chamber of water is going to go. And then we need to fill up the chamber. right? Okay, fantastic. So now these pistons are going to come down, revealing that chamber, right? So let's check it out. Let's go check it out. No, it didn't actually bring these blocks down. So I think you have to add the blocks on top of the pistons when they're at this level. There we go. Let's check it out now. I think now they are part of the piston. So boom, up and down, or not. Did they stick there? Man, why do they stick? Oh, I gotta make sticky pistons. I gotta make freaking sticky pistons, people. And that's where the slime comes in. Oh man, this is sweet. So we're gonna make sticky pistons instead of these pistons, and that's gonna be able to make the water chamber. So then the water is gonna flow all the way down here. So as a final test, let us make sure that the water is actually gonna flow the way that we want it to. So I'm just gonna fill in these blocks where the water could flow. I got a bucket of water here to do the test, so let's check it out, right? So say, for example, it's this chamber over here. Flowing down, and absolutely perfect. So let's chuck a couple things in here. So these are the mob bits of mobbage. And look at that, man. Absolutely perfect. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. Oh, that is working just superbly, ladies and gentlemen. I am so happy with that. Okay, so we got to make sticky pistons now. That is our next mission. And of course, we need to get these dispensers firing also. And I kind of want to get rid of this, this layer also. Just so that we can get a really, really good view of the murder, basically. I want to see the murder in its full glory, HD glory. So we can actually get rid of all of this, man. We don't have to have such a low roof. We can actually we don't need this glass over here. Man, it's painful breaking glass. And that is a beautiful view of the murder hole. Absolutely beautiful view of the murder hole. And the mobs can't fall down here, can they? Oh, it looks like they can. So we need one layer of glass above here to stop them falling into this second chamber. And there we go. That is the mob trap on its way, man. And I think to make sticky pistons, we just use normal pistons and add a bit of slime to them. But guys, we're going to have to leave that for the next freaking episode because we are running out of gas for this episode. But before we go, you know what time it is. It's Dogolith time, baby. Oh, yeah. It's been a couple of episodes, I think, since we've been on the Dogolith. We've just been so busy making the station and you know, finishing off some of the awesome stuff around here. So I apologize for that, ladies and germs. Right, I think we may even have finished the second wall of the Dogolith, man. That'd be crazy. No, we got 3 more spaces left, guys. So let's get your asses onto the Dogolith. Right, and for those of you who are new to the channel, this is the Dogolith that is dedicated to my YouTube subscribers. And every episode or so, I try and get as many of you guys onto this wall as I can. Well, one sign's worth of people anyway. And you can get onto the Dogolith by being a subscriber to the RENDOG YouTube channel, leaving some constructive comments, and of course just being generally awesome. Or you could join dogcraft.net, the Cyberdog community, where you can meet me and other Cyberdogs out there. But guys, let's get your names onto the Dogolith. So from YouTube, we've got Family 1000. Welcome to the Dogolith, my friend. You're immortalized forever. And from YouTube too, we've got Phil Hack Break. Sweet name, dude. Now from dogcraft.net, we've got Furcan, Furquan, A1. Welcome to the Dogolith. And we've got T Owl, Tito 1944. Man, if you were born in 1944, you're by far the oldest subscriber of the RENDOG channel, guys. So that is the Dogolith entry. Welcome to the Dogolith, guys. And as I just said, if you want to get on this Dogolith, you need to be a subscriber to this channel. So if you enjoyed this video, guys, please hit that like button. And of course, leave me a comment if you got something to tell me. And there's the station in the background looking so sweet. And if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, you know the deal. Hit the subscribe button before I put my square fist up your ass. Right, guys, we'll see you in the next episode. We're going to finish off our mob trap. This is Rendog signing off. Goodbye. Good freaking bye.